You know those times when you have a whole day to do something that you really need to do, but for some reason you just can't get it done. And eventually it takes you the entire day of going on your phone, watching YouTube, and just generally procrastinating to get it done. I'm sure you can agree these days are the worst. You're always wanting free time, but as soon as you have an entire day of nothing but free time, you waste it all away by avoiding doing something which probably could have been done in an hour. Don't worry, you're not alone. This is something that everybody deals with. I used to be so bad with this. I'd have some university work or a video script to write that would only need about an hour of focus, but I'd spend the entire day either on Instagram or mindlessly watching video after video on YouTube. Like, tell me how I'd go from watching Hamza's self-improvement to a video explaining why gay people sound gay. I mean, wait, why do that? But don't worry, in this short video, I'll explain how I fixed this problem. And I can honestly say that it's completely changed my life. I mean, you can literally see how much my YouTube productivity has increased. So make sure you watch to the end because these few minutes will give you years of time back. And I promise you, you will be shocked at how focused you can be. To fix this problem, you need to understand something called Parkinson's law, which states that work expands as to fill the time available for its completion. This basically means that the more time you allocate to doing a task, the longer it will take. As soon as I read this, it was so obvious to me. Obviously, a task is going to take as long as possible if you give yourself all day to do it. Hopefully, you already see that we can use Parkinson's law to drastically improve our working efficiency. By setting tighter deadlines for ourselves, the work we need to complete will naturally condense to fill the time that we have allocated for its completion. So in the future, instead of giving yourself an entire evening or even an entire day to do something, give yourself a strict 2-hour limit, obviously subject to your judgment for what you're doing. By the way, 90% of you guys aren't subscribed, please like and subscribe. But won't the quality of our work decrease proportionally to the amount of time we reduce ourselves working on it? No, you complete buffoon, that's not how it works. Almost all the time, people spend far too long on tasks due to being perfectionists. And if you're watching this video, I am fairly certain you belong to this group, and that you're probably extremely good looking. But almost miraculously, what you'll find is that when you force yourself to spend less time on a task, you don't complete the task due to a lower quality of work, but because you have forced your brain into focusing. A lot of successful entrepreneurs talk about how a lot of self-control is learning how your brain works and using methods that will maximize its functionality. For example, if you expose yourself to nature regularly, you will almost certainly be happier and more productive. And in short, using Parkinson's law tricks our brains into focusing effortlessly. I believe it works so well for me personally because being able to physically see an end time for the task gives me motivation to complete it. To prove how well this works, I'm going to take a task that used to take me an entire day, writing a YouTube script, and do it in 30 minutes. And if you want to see how that script turned out, well, you just did. Another major key to simply getting stuff done is your discipline. So why not go and check out my other video where I explain how to build it. By the way, I have a newsletter where I condense life lessons like in this video into a simple email you can read each week. If that tickles your fancy, the link is in the description.